It is Tech Tuesday, and today we have brought a techie in studio, none other than Christopher Mwalimo. He is a software developer. Chris, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I am well. How are you?
Good. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Good to have you here.
Thank you.
I just want to put this out there that Chris is the person who keeps us afloat on radio.
Yes.
We call him at very odd hours, and he shows up. And at times, I'm going to start with this. Does it annoy you that you have to be on call every single time?
Sijazoea call, so sometimes it's annoying.
Yeah.
But eventually just have to have it in me that I love to receive these calls.
Yeah.
Yeah. So over time nimezoea pia, na I think as of the moment I think iko tu sawa na yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, very okay.
Ani hujazoea calls, umezoea nini? Email.
Texts na emails.
Yeah. Umezoea text na email.
Yeah.
Also, you would rather we text?
Yes. So most of the times, yes. Kwa sababu saa zingine you might call, neza kosa kushika because maybe I'll feel like it's inconvenient. But then again, if it's really necessary,
yeah,
then nitashika. But I also know ni calls za nani nafaa nishike.
Oh, great.
At what time. Yeah.
Oh, great. That's very good. Najua ni calls za nani anafaa kushika and at what time.
Hapa kwa mails na calls uko, na text uko sure kama ni emergency mtu akikutext.
Yeah, nikiona tu ni nani nitajua.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Chris, you are as a software developer. First of all, a conversation today is why first of all, are techies misunderstood? Do you feel like techies are misunderstood?
Yes. Most of the times, yes.
Why?
I don't know, the picture that is painted outside, techies and how they operate, how they do the things is different from how they see it themselves.
Okay, let's talk about the picture that's painted outside. What picture have we painted?
Sometimes, most of the times watu wanasema they are very organized.
Yeah.
And for most techies, including myself, we don't have like a specific procedure on how we do things. We just wake up, we do whatever is there, then we move on. So basically whatever comes on a deal now, then you move to the next thing. But also you'll have your plan ready. So let's say before you sleep, you'll have your plan for tomorrow. But then again, kuna zile inconveniences na zile vitu zenye zinakuja katikati. So you'll just have to adjust your schedule to fit the description. But I don't think we are organized sana.
And I honestly don't think you guys are organized. The picture that I've painted of techies is, first of all, I always feel like from my personal opinion, I feel like you can solve anything. It's like when there's a problem. Yes, I see a tech person and I feel like, oh, problem solved, solutions, right?
Yeah.
And in your mind, it could be completely a new challenge.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
That you do not understand.
Yes.
How do you deal with that? Because we see tech people as, you can fix this, you can solve this.
Yeah.
And for you, it's a new challenge. What do you do in that instance?
I'll speak for myself. I'll say personally, when I face a new challenge, I just tell myself I can solve it. So I just look at the problem, see what I can do my research on the problem. Then if I'm able to solve it, I will do it based on what I've seen. But if I can't, I'll have to call someone else or maybe look for someone who can actually solve it so that they can help me. Then from there, I'll be good to go.
So you're always learning on the job?
Yes.
Hey.
Every day.
Every single day?
Yes.
So every day there's a new problem?
Yes.
That you've not solved before?
Yes.
And you have to fix it?
Yeah. Every day, tech is evolving every day. So you'll have to be ready to solve these problems that come up every day.
Yeah.
Yani unajua bado nafikiria pale kwa hiyo umesema you think people wanaona kama mko organized. Sasa kuna swali ambalo si swali mzuri sana, lakini watu huku nje wanaona kama watu mmechanganyikiwa sana. Yani hamjieki vizuri, yani sijui kama unanielewa vizuri, like yani hamtambui, yani issue yenu nyinyi ni kazi.
They don't care about their looks. Gonna just say.
Umesikia kile chenye amesema? Yani story na usmart sijui nini, hiyo si business yenu. Ni kitu yenye mnajikuta ama iko vipi hapo?
Ni kitu iko. I'll say we just take what we can. Mimi neza amka niseme this is what I'll wear. Maybe haziingiani. I'll just feel I can wear this because I can. But then again, mtu mwingine ataniona ataniambia this fit doesn't nini haikukai. So at the end of the day you'll always have to look for someone mwenye utamuliza ingo iko sawa. And I have that person mwenye namuliza before nitoke kwa nyumba, naweza piga picha nimulize is this good enough, ataniambia it's good. If it's not, itabidi nimebadilisha paka nipate the right one.
Oh, so you actually care about how you look?
Sometimes most of the times natoka tu. Sometimes I just
umepata consultant mwenye mpaka unamtumia picha uulize vipi natokaje?
Yes.
Hiyo ulifikia vipi hapo? Is it that kuna watu walikufuata direct wakakwambia Chris, I feel like ukai poa, ama ulifikiaje pale kwa kwamba waanze kuuliza watu kwamba hii iko sawa leo?
Niliambiwa. Nilikuja mtu alikuja akaniambia vile unavaa saa zingine it's not good. Like inakaa ni kama umeamka tu ukatoka tu kwa nyumba. So I had to change that style. I think bado sijafika mali nafani kwe, but at least I'm trying every day.
How did that make you feel? I want to know, how did that make you feel when somebody, and I hope this is a close person who came up to you and told you? Good. Yeah.
At first ilifeel ni kama ananijudge sana. I was like, you're judging too much. But then again, tukiendelea, I saw the picture clear. Like, vitu zingine navaa sifai kuvaa because it's either ni kubwa sana, ni ndogo sana, ama it's just not my style.
Yeah.
So I just had to change it up.
Is it that you cared more about problem solving than like what's going on? You see the way I'm looking at you, like what's going on in the what's going on in your mind?
I don't. Mimi nikiamka, I mostly think about whatever I do peke yake.
Okay.
In terms of styles na nini, I have like a constant. Shoes, I know I wear 2 types peke yake. Trousers I wear 1 type. Shirts black peke yake. So every day just wake up, I wear black, trouser black, viatu ni Vans, and I'm out of the house. But then ikafika mali nikaambia you can't be doing this every day, so you'll have to change. Ndio at least pia ukienda kazi you look more presentable. Hata nywele kitambo ningetoka tu, singechana, and like sasa hivi vile inaweza kaa afadhali, sitasema it's like sitasema iko sawa, nitasema tu iko afadhali. So yeah.
So you're putting in a bit of effort.
Yes.
Why do you feel the need to put in a bit of effort? I know your friend hinted, but do you feel the need to put in some effort?
Yes.
Yeah.
Over time, you get to meet new people. Okay. Na the first impression they have on you, like it matters the most.
Yeah.
You meet new people. Wana kitu ya kwanza wengine waangalia how you wear, the way you're dressed. They'll be amevaa vizuri. Yeah. So let's talk to them. But if you just look anyhow, they'll be like nah, let's wait first, ama twende tukua mtu mwingine. So the first impressions, you'll have to make your dressing count. Ndio pia inakufungulia opportunities pia.
Yeah.
People get to see that this person ako organized hata kama yuko organized.
Yes.
But yes, I think it makes a big significance kwa maisha ya mtu when they decide to dress well. Yeah.
Okay.
Mi nataka kuregesha tu pale nyuma, kwa sababu angalau wewe umepata mtu amekuadvise na sasa hiyo unaiona hiyo need.
Yeah.
Is it kwamba hii kitu mulibeba kule wakati mkisomea hizi vitu? Because issue hata si wewe sasa. Issue ni most of the techies, yani mko katika hiyo category. So is it kwamba pengine mkisoma mlijikuta tu ama yani mnajipata vipi katika hiyo nini?
Mimi in my case, mimi kutoka kitambo nimekuwa mtu mwenye naambiwa this is what you should wear. So ikifika the point where you have to do things on your own, I just wake up and do things how I can do them. So sile, it's not a matter of what I will take my time. It's not a matter of that. Nile tunaamka, this is what I'll wear today, na haitaingiana, but at least nimevaa nguo. So I think ni kitu watu ukwana kutoka kitambo, ile how you are niseme tuned ama vile unakaa pia, depending pia na vitu zenye tuseme, for example kama sisi campus, whatever unasoma course yako, ikikupatia more time to focus on other things, you will focus on other things. But if imekuweka at a point where you can't even look at your dress code, unatoka tu kwa nyumba.
So how was it in campus? Because you said if it gives you more time, how was it? Because mimi nikiangalia pale tulikuwa na there was a bit of space to think about what you're wearing.
So for me campus nilikuwa naamka mapema 5. So I had to be at campus grounds by 7. So 5 nimeamka, I'll start by like kusoma kwanza. So by the time naona inakaribia time ya kutoka, I'll just wash up alafu nivae whatever is there. So my friends would laugh a lot, wanasema you don't have style, or rather ama watasema my style is unique, because yani the only thing yenye ilikuwa inakaa nzuri sana ni viatu ndio I can say nilikuwa na like every time inaisha tu hivi kidogo ama imeraruka I change it. But in terms of nguo na nini, I just wore anything, baggy trousers, skinny. Sikujali if I had a constant, maybe navaa baggy trousers peke yake, I'll just switch everything up, na hata vitu zenye zikuwa zinaingiana bado navaa. And I think campus was funny kwa sababu hata kwa events pia, wakati naenda events navaa tu vitu zenye hata zikaiza events.
Was it similar to, like, because I mean your classmates, you're all studying the same course, was it the same case or it was just you?
It was just me.
Okay.
It was just me,
because I look at how even when we're watching movies, how the techies are portrayed. It's that lifestyle, it's that they really don't care about their looks, they don't care about their dressing, but they're brilliant minds. You know, they're brilliant minds, they're problem solvers, they fix things, you know. But then when it comes to the outward look, it's non-existent. You know. So I was just wondering, is this the case with everybody, or is this something where you grew up and you're watching and you're like, oh, this is how techies present themselves? Was that an influence?
Yes, because also most of the friends I have wenye tuko in tech, they're similar.
Hi Chris Achinga.
Kidogo nitaje jilo. Ndio bado tunarudi pale kwa. Ama is it a feeling kwamba wewe ndio una feel kama wewe peke yako ndo uko hivyo? Haujajua kwamba wale wengine, unajua sasa inaweza kuwa ni kesi ya kwamba nyote kwa sababu kwa hiyo category kila mtu ana feel pengine ni mimi.
I've never thought of it. Paka wakati unaingia maybe Twitter unaona someone commenting on a techie who wears a suit, they say techies never wear suits.
It's very weird.
It's very weird to find a techie wearing a suit. Hata mimi during my graduation, people were shocked I had a suit. Lakini viatu ni zile Vans. So even my dad had to ask, aliuliza niaji you didn't buy shoes. I told him these are the shoes I always wear and I will wear them today. And we just went on with the day hivyo. So wakati unaangalia, I don't know, there is always that stereotype, techies have to wear this way. Na ukipata techie amevaa suti, it's weird. It's either they are in the corporate part of tech, ama they are just not a techie. But there are also techies who wear suits, kwa sababu kuna wale wenye they go to these big events, they'll have to wear suits.
You have to be presentable. Anyway, we are speaking to Chris Mwalimo. He is a software developer, of course, at Swahilipot FM. And today we're talking about Techies. Are they misunderstood? He's shared an instance, just one, of how people do misunderstand the tech team. What else? He's going to share more. What question do you have? 0700917917. Good morning. Now, we're talking about tech guys being misunderstood. Are they misunderstood? And by who? I mean, like people from the other side, the opposite side. That is us. Okay, people who don't know a lot about tech. Yeah. So let's listen in. Good morning.
Hizo deals, they really have money, but attention itabidi sasa uende ujinunulie attention, because attention upati hapo, but money you'll get it, you'll definitely get money. Kama watafuta romance hapo don't hapo hawawezani, don't go for them, but money, have money. Yeah, they do, and they're liars. But anyway, uzuri wanakupea pesa, wanakudanganya na wanakupea pesa, you know, that's still a win. Yeah, that's if you're interested in such.
Chris.
Yeah.
Do you have money? We will start with that.
Yeah. So
they say tech guys have money.
Yeah.
How do tech guys make money?
Mostly from the job, tuanzia hapo job, then also freelancing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Break that down kidogo before we get into that.
So you can get clients who want maybe websites, they want software that they may use in their, let's say, companies or for their own purposes to make their lives better.
Yeah.
So they offer to pay money, and it's good money.
Yeah.
Most of them offer good money. So that is how we make money, through freelancing.
Yes.
Employment, it's employment. You're employed to either create new software or modify and maintain existing software, and from that you also earn money. Different companies have different pay scales, so that is how we make money.
So from a tech perspective, and I like how the answers are always yes, no. Like, very short, brief and to the point. For somebody, would you consider, especially for tech professional, would you say freelancing is way better than employment?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Because in a way, freelancing also gives you the freedom to operate in however way you want.
Yes.
You can schedule things at your own time. You can work at your flexible times.
Yes.
Then also, it guarantees more pay, because there is also that good understanding with the client, where you craft contracts that favor you and your client.
Yes.
And you also have conditions where if something fails to happen how it was stated in the contract, this is the move that is taken to counter that issue or to solve that issue. So it's more flexible. That is why most of the developers lean towards freelancing.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Ile sauti kuna vitu alitaja pale. Na nilidhania Miriam atagusia.
No. I wanted to wrap it up. Your story, how somebody can actually thrive in the tech space. Yeah, as a software developer or through their skills. Yeah. So how hii shida ya hakuna kazi does not apply to them.
Yes, let me say yes, because there are also seasons. There is a good season where you get a lot of clients, and then there is also that season where clients wako kidogo sana.
And are these clients from within or also outside the country?
All over.
Okay.
All over the world.
Hapa kwenye umesema hii freelancing inalipa vizuri.
Yeah.
Uko sure, kwa sababu unajua kuna kule kujipackage maybe, ama tu as long as we ni techie lazima tu deals zitakuja.
So also inaenda na experience yako. The more you're, let's say, good in whatever you do, the more pia utapata clients wenye wanalipa vizuri. For someone who is starting, atapata client, but inaweza kuwa ngumu kwake because they'll have to rely on someone else to help them.
Yeah.
So ile pesa yenye unapata, you'll have to give it to someone else pia ndio kusotia hizo issues zenye maybe unapitia. But for someone who's experienced, naweza sema for them watakuwa wamezoea some of the issues that they face, so it will be easier for them to tackle it, na hiyo pesa yote inabaki kwao. So it also it goes with the experience na pia exposure yako. If unajulikana na watu and they know how you work, ile pia unaambiwa unajimarket pia. The more you market yourself, watu wanaona this guy knows this, naweza taka anisaidie kufanya kitu. So that is how you also get better paying clients.
Okay.
Ukijimarket vizuri, you're also somewhere. Yeah.
Katika mojawapo ya zile vitu ambazo sisi wengine huko tunakosa kuelewa ni kwamba sometimes ina feel kama you are the ones who are creating problems so that mpate hiyo kazi ya kusolve. Kuna ukweli.
According to Emmanuel Gona.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, according to me.
Stasema we create these problems sometimes waziko tu by nature.
Yeah.
Creating problems is where wewe mwenye umeleta hiyo shit. For me to create a problem, maybe mtu ameniletea, amenisababishia, so maybe nitakuwa zile za huyu amenifanyia kitu, so I'll have to cause a problem so that tufike mali we can have a common ground, ndio ni solve your problem mimi nilileta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the lady has also said that when it comes to, first of all, yes, that the tech guys have money. Number 2, romance is a no-no. What do you have to say?
Upande wa romance, that goes with the person. Yeah. Let me say, hiyo ni upande wa character ya mtu, I guess.
Yeah.
Because for different people, they express the romance vizuri. Kuna watu mimi najua, they go
all the
above
way
and beyond,
yeah,
to do it.
Wenye wako kwa tech space.
Yes.
Kuna wenye uenda above and beyond. Wale watu wanakuweka kwa helicopter, you go to different places na nini. Then kuna wale wenye I don't know how they also navigated through life. Maybe wao wanaona different things don't maybe suit them. So attention huwa iko, huwezi kosa kupatia mwenye unapenda attention. Ni ile tu how unaidisplay inadifaa na vile mtu mwingine anaidisplay, but that attention is there. Ni
it is there. Yeah.
Ngoja.
When you don't believe it.
Wajua kitu najaribu kurelate na ile ya kwanza ya zile appearance.
Yeah.
Ulikuwa unaiona kama ni wewe peke yako, but ukafikia time pia ukasema lakini pia naangalia wenzangu ni kama tuko hapo. Yeah. So it's the same thing. Unajua mtu akija mpaka akisema hiyo story hiyo, kama unatafuta romance kwa watu wa tech, sahau.
Yeah.
That simply means, yani kuna ile is it kwamba you guys you spend a lot of time na zile vitu zenye mnafanya. I think inaenda kwa hiyo, yani like hamna time nyingi na watu, time nyingi ni nyinyi na machine.
Yes, hiyo pia play a big role. Where most of the times we tuko behind our laptops, our desks nini, so we don't have that time to actually develop our social skills. Mali inafika pako unasema like you know how to talk to people. Before nifike hii point, mimi hata sikuwa najua kuongea na watu. Tungeongea ningeanza kusema like hivi. But over time I guess ile pia kutoka nje and also finding friends na wale watu wenye wanakulazimisha kutoka kwa nyumba. So sasa hii chance yenye kama vile niko hapa Swahili Pot FM.
Yeah.
If I'm not here, I'm at home. And if I'm not at home, maybe niko na a few friends, of which that is like a very rare opportunity utasikia niko nje. So ile pia kupigiwa simu utoke nje, unatoka then you just call your friend because uko nje sasa. Na once umetoka nje, unaona you have that time ya kupatana na mtu, so you just have to meet your friends. So developing social skills pia plays a big role kwa techies. Pale mali unaambia sasa hiyo story ya attention. The more they are social, the more pia like wana expose to different things that inaweza wasaidia like upatiana that adequate attention.
Yeah.
But then again, if they hold themselves back, yani wanakaa tu kwa nyumba 24/7, ni wale watu watatoka nje na watashindwa kuongea vizuri.
How is it? How do you, because you talked about if you're not at work, you're at home. right?
Yeah.
And there's again that whole idea of keeping to yourself
Yeah.
and just, it's like minding your own business and you don't want to be bothered. Is that a thing?
It is. Especially sasa kama mimi, if something happens na it doesn't niseme directly or indirectly involve me,
Yeah.
sitahusiana na, because it's not my business.
Yeah.
Unless nitasikia jina yangu iko mahali hapo ama kuna mtu atataja jina yangu, that is when I'll be involved. Other than that, nitakole mtu wa it doesn't involve me, hiyo iende kando. But also so zingine you have to be involved in other cases hata kama it doesn't involve you, because I think it also helps to open your mind. For me, I think it helps me open my mind to also know how to solve issues mbali na the technical side.
Yeah.
I know how to solve issues upande wa technical.
Yeah.
But in terms of like socially, hapo ndo mali saa zingine I will need to like
interact with other people.
Yes.
To be able to develop your social skills.
Yeah.
I noticed when we went for the retreat earlier this year, and because I was observing, right? And we were in a swimming pool, right? And I noticed that I took a picture, by the way. The tech guys, that is Chris and another Chris and Gilo. It was just the three of them at a section of the pool. And I kept wondering, I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? And Gona, it was just the three of them. Apple for a very long time. They were not moving. They were not swimming. They were just there. I was perturbed. It's like, what could be happening here? I know there's that whole idea of sitting around like-minded people.
Yeah.
But do you guys ever think about, let me go sit and interact with Gona and try to see Gona's mindset? Or how do you guys even view other people who are not in your same space?
So for that situation, nile vile umezoeana na mtu. So vile kama mimi, Chris and Gilo, we've known each other for like a long time. So nile nitasema we have stories zenye hata tukiongea pamoja itakuwa zile za we've lost someone in between the conversation. Whatever conversation I have with them, nikikuja niseme I'll have it with you guys, in the midst of it nitawapoteza. Itakuwa ni ile inamaanisha nini. Yeah. So I think some of the conversations we have na different people, one it sparks different reactions. So nikiona wao watacheka.
Or do you feel like that we won't get the joke?
Yes, most of the times, yes.
We shall see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I get that. I get that, because at times I think somebody might crack a joke and the rest of the team would just look at you and say, what did you mean by that?
Yeah.
Okay, but now the social skills. I like the fact that you've said you had to get outside that bracket, out of that box, to be able to interact with other people and help you develop your skills.
Yeah.
As a software developer, and you've gotten into the industry, what are you looking at in a few years to come? First of all, what are you looking at in the tech space, and especially in terms of your career and your growth? What are you looking at?
I will say, I don't know. At the moment, whatever I'm working on is basically how I interact with different people in the tech space, mostly corporate, because most of the talks, or rather how I talk, wani technical mara nyingi. I'll talk about things that I interact with on a day-to-day basis. But also, I had a meeting last week, na nikaambiwa I'll have to work on how I can talk to stakeholders because for the meeting I was only talking technical things that are based inafanya hivi.
Yeah.
This is what works, buffers nini, but naambiwa you'll have to change that, because ukiambia stakeholder buffers atashangaa unamwambia nini.
We don't get it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So at the moment, I think what I'm working on is how I talk to different people in the tech space, stakeholders, management pia. Na I also exercise that huku pia, where there are cases pia nimekuja kwako and I told you something that is technical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they didn't understand.
Yeah. So that is what I'm working on right now. Going to the future, I'm looking into changing my careers from maybe doing web and technical to going mostly into signal processing, sound, because I think it's more, I don't know, I just like doing hard things kama vile watu wa ALX usema certain school. So moving into that, it's something complex, but I think in a few years time to achieve. And I'll mostly, I think nisha anza because hapa pia I also do a little bit of audio stuff na inanifungulia mlango. So the different places we go, it also helps us understand the things we do, na pia it opens doors for us to venture into different things. So that is what I'm saying for myself.
All right, I like that. Thank you for sharing. Ian, good morning. Ian says, for fashion sense, we go for comfortability, and also it's a camouflage for the big gadgets tumebeba based on the areas tunaishi. Alafu pia msitu judge, pesa yote inaenda kununua gadgets. Is that true?
He's too honest. He's too honest. Yeah. So most of the times pesa yenye tunapata it goes into the gadgets. Lesser times ni kwa clothing. For me, nimeanza kuchange that because I had to switch it up kidogo. Nimeanza kununua marashi at least.
You never had?
Yeah, I always had. Ni ile tu I have to change the let me call it flavor. Ndio at least nipate kitu yenye inanisuit. But most of the times pesa yangu ingeenda kununua gadgets zenye I feel they are what I need. Hata kama saa zingine I don't need them, I just had to buy them. Earphones, in-ear monitors, cables. Hata kama niko na cables 100 kwa nyumba,
you'll just buy extra cables.
Yes.
Why?
Kwa sababu they are fancy. Different cables are fancy.
How are cables fancy? Please.
Serious? Kuna cable unaweza nunua leo uone it's just plain white. Then another cable unaweza nunua ukiweka kwa stima inawaka. It fascinates you, you buy it. Yeah. Then also kama kwa earphones, specifically tukienda kama mimi, different earphones have different power. So leo unaweza niona na earphones za white, kesho nione na zangu za blue, kesho kuto nipate na the big ones that zenye naitanga high impedance. So it really goes with also how they function, because zile kubwa unaambiwa more power, more sound, better sound quality. Na I really like the quality kwa sound, so that is where I'll go. Hata kama ni expensive, I'll just buy it because in that moment I feel I need it. Then baadaye nitakuwa zile za why did I buy this thing, and I'm only using it to observe quality ya music peke yake.
So you splurge on gadgets?
Yes.
And when you realize you have more than you should have, do you dispose?
No.
Okay.
Zinakuwa antiques.
Yes.
Naziweka tu kwa nyumba, mtu akiingia namwambia I have this. Okay. And it's just good to let you know that I have it.
What? Does that make you for lack of a better word again, does that make you a spendthrift?
No, because at the end of the day I also know how to manage my funds. Ntanunua then niseme for the next, I think a few months I want to buy things to at least nikoe mahali to penny recover.
Okay, we have been speaking to Christopher Mwalimo. He is a software developer, and yes, of course they are misunderstood, but he's tried to break it down and tell us that they're just kama sisi. But we also know that they don't see us like normal people because
amesema akiongea na sisi tunaweza kosa kumwelewa.
there are things we don't understand. Yeah, so he would rather stick to his selected group of people, his select group of people. But I like the fact that he's understanding that social skills are required and needed. And so he's moving in that direction. Thank you so much for sharing.
Karibu sana.
All right. Good morning.